All right, so it's time to clean up. So what you're going to need to do, you can see that I poured the medium back because it stayed clean. Just wipe that out with a rag. And so I have to go into a whole thing when I'm in the studio, because there's a lot of ways that the students could mess up the studio, clogging up the sink, that kind of thing. I don't have to worry about that now. You do whatever you want your damn house. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm cleaning this off, the palette, and I didn't have very much paint left. So I'm cleaning off the palette and then wiping it with a paper towel. You don't need to wash this with soap and water because this is, water and oil don't mix, right? So you just need to clean it off so that the paint isn't coming off anymore. Then we've got our painting, our solvent in the jar. Ooh, looks like we could use a little more. Should be enough though. So when we clean our brushes, what we want to do is clean them off with the solvent. So this is pure solvent. This is the Gamsol. Could really be anything that, turpentine works for this. I've even read old books, textbooks, painting how-to books from the 50s where they recommended using gasoline. I do not recommend that. So you get the brush as clean as you possibly can with the solvent, and then after you've got it clean with the solvent, then you are going to wash it with soap and water, like a gentle soap, like Ivory soap is good, or shampoo is good. I sometimes use dish soap. That's okay. I guess that's not really a gentle soap. That's how you're going to clean it. Now the solvent, I've got this silk coil jar, so you can see the coil in there, and that's holding the clean solvent above where the sediment is. The sediment floats down, so that's why you want one of these things. So I would have this a little fuller. I'd have it to about here, but it evaporates over time, and so that's something that you have to worry about. You don't ever need to throw this away, okay? Because the sediment, it'll go into the bottom, and you don't really need to worry about that. Because you won't get so much sediment that it's going to come up over the coil. It's unlikely. But if you do feel like you need to get rid of this, what you would want to do is you'd want to pour it into a container that had a lid, so something like that, and that you could then dispose of. This silk coil jar is not made for the solvents that I'm using. It's made for the silk coil brush cleaner. And you can see there's a dip in the top. And that dip is happening because the solvent is slowly melting that, okay, and pulling it in. Eventually it would eat through. But I've had this one for a long time. So anyway, if these are sealed, you're safe. Okay, so keep everything safe. And you can see I didn't open that until it was time to clean the brushes. I didn't have the solvent open at all. Okay, and all I had as far as medium or anything that makes it fumes is this in the medium cup, and that's so small that it's not putting out a lot of fumes. So that's how it's safe. And I didn't, because it's summer and we have the air conditioner on and the door's closed. But I would probably want to have air moving through as best you can. Okay. I tell you that now. After the painting demo's over, you're probably laying on the floor dead. Okay, you didn't, because I forgot to tell you that. But anyway, so that's that. All right.